Wig, did you just say wig? Wig, okay. I know, wig. I feel that already. Wig, okay. Wig, did you just say wig? Wig, okay. I am ready for my wig to go flying.
Hi, kids. Ooh, I think spring is going to be in the air by the time this comes out.
No, it won't be spring yet, but it'll almost be spring.
I don't know. I've been talking too much about the groundhog controversy. Do you know there's two groundhogs that check the?
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know that. I thought it was just
there's one in
the
Staten
in Philly.
Island. You
No,
know,
I didn't know about the Staten
did you
Island.
know that Bill de Blasio killed one of them?
Yes, I do.
I'm
I
so-
learned that today
I'm so
while
mad
I was
about it.
researching.
I'm still like,
about
I'm so
groundhogs.
sad. Like that poor freaking groundhog.
It's because
He dropped it.
He dropped it, but that was supposed to be the replacement because the one that usually does it bit him the year prior.
You know.
And so he was just like, fuck this family, I guess. So anyways, groundhog drama over. I'm Martyr.
I'm Sea Tepper.
And this is
It
it always cuts off. I don't know. I don't
always
know what to do
cuts
about
off.
that. Yeah.
It's okay.
Anyways, who are we doing today? What are we doing, Caitlin?
we were on her podcast and now she's on our podcast. It's
I
Viki
know.
Villainess. Woo!
Woo!
Hey.
Welcome.
Hi. You look gorge, babe.
Well, thank you. That's a wonderful lie.
I think you look good.
You look great.
I'm here for it.
You look cozy.
Thank you. I've been staring at my computer for the last 7 hours, so
Same.
my eyes don't feel like they belong to me right now.
That's okay. You don't have to look.
You
at
don't need
us.
them. Yeah, you don't. Yeah, I can turn my camera off. You can.
I don't
Just
think
zone
you
out,
should.
baby.
So
Oh my God.
your podcast was up against our podcast for the Glam
Mhm.
Awards, and we both lost. Yay!
Yeah.
We finally announced it because we haven't recorded. We're very ahead of
Since.
schedule, and we haven't
Yeah.
recorded
Nice.
losing yet. So, woo.
I think
I'm
briefly,
the first one.
Yeah.
I briefly mentioned it in the episode that just came out, but that was we recorded the beginning of January. So
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know. Yeah, gotta let the girls know that we lost. We're second time losers.
Yay. Well, the funny thing at the Glam Awards is that they announced that you were one of the presenters.
Announcers.
You were-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, girls. So I was supposed to go to the Glams. I
Okay.
completely made a whole new look. I talked about this last week on my show.
Okay.
I made a whole new look. I spent a week putting something together, concept, getting hair, everything done.
Mm-hmm.
We get to the night before the Glams and it starts to fucking snow.
Yep.
And it's not just a snow. It's not a little snowstorm. It's 5 feet of snow that is just outside on the ground. And right now I'm in Boston.
Yep.
And when it snows, honey, she shuts down. Just get your blanket, get some hot chocolate because you're not going anywhere.
Nope.
I didn't realize that I woke up on Sunday and I was like, okay, everything's ready, everything's done. I can just grab my wig and grab my look and throw it in the bag and get on the train and I'll be in New York in 3 hours. So I didn't realize that after a blizzard, you need to shovel your car out of the snow at least an hour before you need to be anywhere.
Yeah.
So I am frantically shoveling my car out of the snow, literally 20 minutes before my train is supposed to leave the station. Noon comes and goes, and I'm just standing there with a shovel with one side of my car cleared. This is not happening. This is not happening.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So Viki Villainess did not get to make an appearance at the Glams this year.
That's okay.
Which is fine. We lost. It's fine. It's
You
okay.
can lose again next year to Lady Bunny.
Yeah, we can lose in person next year.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
The Glams were fun though. They were very long as usual.
Yeah.
Everyone who I knew, I didn't even see there. One, I didn't have my
Really?
glasses, so I couldn't see anything. But this was probably the most crowded Glam Awards I've ever been to.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
There were so many people, and like everyone had like looks, but like people don't really have signature looks for the glam, so I just didn't know who anyone was.
I still don't.
Yeah.
I have the worst FOMO. Like, you have no idea.
You honestly, if you've been to a Glam Awards before, it was like that. What they did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I figured not much was gonna change.
I was
but-
very
Yeah.
sad that Bob wasn't gonna be there.
Yeah. That's
Also
that's fine.
That was a, I mean, Britt and Rose are great, but we needed some Bob.
I mean, that was that low key between you, us, and everybody who's listening.
Yeah.
That was like like one of the only reasons I was gonna like actually get in face to come to this,
Yeah.
because I was like,
Yeah.
she needs some new pictures. Why not do it with her old friends?
Yeah, exactly. I know. For
But,
me, Bob and the Glam Awards are always synonymous.
Yeah,
Bob used to always host. back
yeah.
in the day.
At least for the last couple of years, anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh. Rip to a queen. She's not dead, but she
So-
practically should be, because she doesn't live in New York anymore. Let's be real. But
Well, we still don't know why she didn't show up. They said COVID related reasons or something.
I
Well,
mean,
They said that she had COVID, and the
Okay.
last time when I listened to Sibling Rivalry,
Mhm.
like the episode that they would have recorded that week, she was apparently like sequestered in a hotel room
Oh.
somewhere. Like, she was in New York, like she had made it to New York.
Oh
But
shit.
like got COVID somewhere along the way and was not allowed
Yeah.
to leave her hotel room.
Ah.
okay, that makes more sense.
Well, now we
I
know.
thought it was out of COVID, like fears, like it was like
Oh,
scheduling
no.
was weird. But if she actually had COVID, yeah, that makes more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm just, you know, listening to my different forms of media to get the full
I know.
truth.
No, I'm glad someone
See.
figured it out, because we're just like, we don't know. Whatever. We lost. We don't
Whatever.
know. I was just there
Yeah.
for the photos.
Well, I'm mad that I was gonna. So I technically was gonna leave on Friday. Like, I was supposed to leave
Yeah.
on Friday before, because I already saw all of this happening,
Mhm.
like in my like soothsayer future sense. But I was supposed to go see Alaska perform on Saturday.
A $3 bill?
And-
Where?
No, here in Boston. She was
Oh, in
supposed to,
Boston.
she was supposed to do her Red tour
Oh,
here in
right.
Boston.
But that got
Listen
canceled,
to
didn't
her.
it? Yeah.
Listen to her podcast, and she's like, "So we canceled the tour." Meanwhile, this is like Friday, like midday Saturday, or like Friday late afternoon. I'm just like, oh, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I could have left so much earlier. Whatever. It is what it is.
It wasn't
She
meant
will
to
make-
be.
Yeah, it is what it is.
It happens. Well, speaking of COVID and everything in between, how has your pandemic been in general?
My pandemic's been kind of rough. It's been more
Mhm.
isolating than I wanted it to be. I spent a lot of the early pandemic, like last year, doing a lot of like digital drag with Katrina Lovelace.
Mhm.
Like, she had these like monthly drag shows, and I was usually a part of those. But then after that stopped, I like a bunch of shit happened. Like, I lost my job. I didn't really like get a ton of bookings, obviously because of COVID. And then like I just, like, long story, couldn't keep my apartment in New York, so I like just moved in with my parents for a minute.
Mhm.
Now I'm in Boston. So it's just been kind of a roller coaster.
Mm.
Poor babe.
But, you know, still breathing.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it seems like you're thriving at the moment. I don't know personally outside of drag and podcasting, but you seem good. I don't know, but I hope it gets better. in
You
time.
know, I laugh to keep from crying.
Yeah. T. T.
Martyr just cries.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, sometimes you need
Right.
to. Sometimes
Yeah.
you just need to lock yourself in the third stall to the left and just let it out.
Mhm. Oh, that was me during work all of January, but that's a separate podcast interview.
I'll see you every day of your life, girl.
Yeah.
Calling you out. So
Oh,
going
wow.
back in time, where are you from originally?
So I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland.
Ah,
Oh,
I know. She's a Baltimore girl.
John Waters girly too, or nah?
Yeah. Yeah. like I think I actually met him once. Correction,
fuck.
I ran into him once.
in Baltimore.
Oh,
Obviously.
fuck.
Mhm. So I
That's
went
cool.
to the Baltimore School for the Arts, which is like this art high school.
Mm.
And he was like a guest lecturer, and I didn't know that he was there. And he's like coming out of the black box theater, and I'm just like walking across the mezzanine, just fucking around, not really paying attention to where I'm going and being a general idiot, and like physically bump into this man. And I like look up because I have to look up at everybody. And I'm just like, oh my God. The first thing I saw was the mustache.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
It's John Waters. And he was immediately whisked away by security. And I was just like, ah! So I have touched John Waters, yes.
That's hilarious.
We love to
Or the way
hear that.
I like to tell it. The way I like to tell it is I was touched by John Waters when I was in high school.
There you go.
Oh
I'm
my.
sure John Waters would say no.
I'm sure he would prefer that phrasing.
Yeah, exactly.
For
What
legal
was-
reasons of
yeah.
this podcast, I will say he does not.
That's true. Good call. Good call. What was life like in Baltimore?
Baltimore was like, I don't know. I really spent a lot of time like indoors and like working on my craft, you could call it. I didn't know what it was then, but like, I don't know. I'm a nerdy, artsy kind of person. So like, I've always been like that. I didn't really explore too much of the city growing up. Unless it was being like taken from one art class to like an improv class to a pottery class to a puppetry class. Like, I will say that my mom always kept us like very involved in something, like working with our imagination and working with our hands and telling stories. So that's kind of where I get a lot of that. It was just like really like kind of bred into me at a very young age. So that's kind of like just how I am. But exploring the city wasn't really on the top of my list.
I mean,
my main goal was getting out of the city.
yeah, I don't really blame you for that one.
Yeah.
But it's nice that you could like use all of those tools that you grew up with,
Yeah, definitely.
especially with like drag, but also with the other things. So you ended up in NYC over a decade ago. So did you go for FIT?
I did. I wanted to go to fashion school, and I like went to this like junior college that was in Philadelphia for a while, and it just didn't work out. I literally was there for like a year, and it like the city didn't vibe, and I don't know, it just wasn't the right place. But I dropped out, moved to New York, and just like applied and got into FIT, and that's kind of like where my New York City story just kind of takes off.
What did you study at FIT?
Fashion design.
Gotcha. My sister just graduated.
Oh, really? What
But not for fashion design, for art studios, I think, whatever.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
FIT actually has a lot. It's more than just fashion, but that's why a lot of people
they
go.
have. So like I think the director or one of the animators or something from Luca went to FIT. Like I just saw like a congratulatory LinkedIn post.
Oh, because of the Academy Awards.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
yeah. Because I think that the noms came out. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
We got to put that on the list. Got to put that on the list for finding topics.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there you go. We're doing 2 podcasts at once at the same time.
Oh my God. Love scheduling too. Oh my God.
So how did you discover drag?
So back in my day, there was this club called Splash, and
Mhm.
it was like it wasn't just drag, it was kind of like gender fuck and
Mhm.
club kids and like kind of anybody who had a makeup brush and some imagination would just like show up and like just have a ball. And I was inspired, like always being an artist. So I decided to like get dressed up one night. And I think maybe the first night that I was in drag, I met Thorgy Thor outside because she used to be the door person at Splash. And she greeted me with the biggest smile. She was like, oh my God, hey girl, I love this. And like let me in the club for free. And I was just like, what? This I can just put like rabbit ears on and like get into clubs for free. So that was the beginning of of how I started with drag.
Oh my god. She was giving club kid looks since day one. We love.
did you end up doing it like any competitions or anything when you were starting out?
Yeah, I eventually ended up meeting Ari,
Mhm.
and she used to go to Trainimal all the time and Star Search, and she used to always try to get me to come out and compete. And back then, like competing in drag wasn't really my thing. Like I just wanted to be a look queen, you know,
Yeah.
just standing around being beautiful or weird or terrifying, whatever I was feeling that day. Um, but I never really thought about performing until she like literally dragged me out and took me to, I think like maybe it was I don't remember where it was. Maybe like industry or no, because we never went that far uptown. Wherever it was, whatever.
Barracuda.
She probably Barracuda, definitely Barracuda.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I remember performing, that's where I met like Jada Valenciaga, Prada, G Major, Tina Burner. I called her Tina Turner. That's great.
Tina
Keep that in.
Turner. Ooh.
Oh, we will.
Tina Turntables.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I performed a couple of times there. I did a few competitions. I never won anything.
That's we know all about that here.
Yeah, honestly, the girls who win stuff, who remembers them?
God bless their bones, girl. Like
Yeah,
you are
listen.
great at a competition, and not a single dancing queen has won RuPaul's Drag Race. So you go be great, girl. You go
That's
do
true.
you.
I just remember one girl won this one bar competition so much that the bar had to send her a W-2. So like,
Yep.
I'm just saying, maybe
Oh,
I know
maybe it
who
doesn't
that
pay to
is.
win. I know exactly who that is.
we have incentive to keep you on. You are a contract employee.
Literally that.
Independent contractor.
Oh my god. When I heard that though, I screamed. Anyways.
Where did the name Viki Villainess come from?
So there used to be this party called Saliva Tuesdays at the Ritz.
Mhm.
And after the show, all of the girls would go to a nearby diner and we would like, you know, just like kiki and talk shit until the wee hours of the morning. Like, girl, the club doesn't close until 4. If we're going out to eat afterwards, no one's getting home until 7 or 8 a.m.
Nope.
So like we would go to I think Galaxy Diner, and we would often like just have like the last drag supper every time. It would be like all of us sitting around in full quiche eating hamburgers and fries and shit. And I think like Azrea or somebody said something really funny, and I just started laughing. And Azrea goes, "Bitch, you laugh like a supervillain." And there she was born.
Oh,
Oh,
I love that actually.
I love that too.
Going forward.
Yeah.
She used to try to be like a very like demure, like very feminine lady. I used to like change my voice when I was in drag.
Oh.
And I used to go by Viki Villainess. But all that changed. All that changed.
Oh my god. I think I heard about those drag supper or last drag supper because I think I was watching an old episode of like first impressions with Bob and Thorgy,
Okay.
and they were talking. I think Thorgy was talking about like going there in a hot dog outfit and having
Yeah.
food with Bob. So yeah,
There
I remember.
was once, I was there that night. Thorgy showed up in a hot dog outfit, and me and Lily Heavenly were fighting with ketchup and mustard because she put like ketchup on like all of my fries and I didn't ask her to. So I took my mustard and I like squirted it on her plate, and then she took the ketchup and squirted it like on my drag, and it was full on like food fight in the bathroom. We were asked to leave. They had us back the next week, but we were asked to leave. We were disturbing the other customers.
Fine.
None of that shocks me.
Yeah. Oh my god.
When did you decide on like the purple hair signature look?
I've always had purple hair.
Mhm.
I don't know why. I don't know what it is.
What's your color?
I started with black hair and I was like, I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be like super fish. Like this is gonna be my look. And then no, girl. No, girl. I think I was like standing in the club once and like I realized that like I'm really small. My features kind of lean very feminine, especially when they're like snatched and painted to the gods. And then you just put on black hair, girl, you just look like a regular chick in the club. Like, especially under these lights.
Yeah.
No, ma'am. She got some green contacts. She got some 301. She found the longest nails you could find on the market at the time and a purple wig. And she refused to come out in anything that revealed less than 3/4 of her body.
Yes.
I see the supervillain forming. Yes.
Yeah, right? Alter ego in effect.
Oh my god.
So before we close up, I know you worked with Bob the drag queen at the Monster Bar. What were you doing with Bob back in the day?
So we used to host this party called SHEIN. And Bob asked me to host the show with her because I was like that girl. That's just what I did. Was like I said, when I first started drag, I didn't really want to perform. I wanted to like turn a look. So she invented Look Queen, turn the party. And I was the door girl sometimes. I think I got the mic like actually twice in like 2 years that I was there, the 2 or 3 years that I was there. But it was a lot of fun working with her and Monet and Miss Cracker and well, Tara Hyman at the point.
Yep.
I forget what she changed her name to. But we were like the original lineup, and Dusty Bottoms also was a part of that original, like she was the first girl who won the Look Queen pageant.
Yep.
But I was there for all of that. like
okay, so I was there too, and I don't know why we didn't like run into each other.
That's well, the thing is I never looked the same. I absolutely like from week to week, I never wore any.
But you didn't compete, right?
No, I never.
No, yeah.
No. I was just there to like usher girls in and like keep the vibe of the party going, and like, you know, like I was just one of the paid girls to actually be there.
Yeah.
Whereas the other girls were showing up because, you know,
they wanted
we were there. That was the party.
I mean, it like every winner ended up on Drag Race, so
literally.
See.
And me and Tara are the only ones from the original cast that aren't on Drag Race.
Yep. Is Tara still drag? I feel like she's been on.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
She's been online, but she's experiencing her own journey.
Yes.
And I'm gonna leave it there.
Yeah, definitely.
No, Look Queen is just so legendary in the scene. So to be part of it sounds really special and really cool. So I'm very jealous. And
I was there like every week.
Yeah.
I never got
to participate. I never got to participate.
Really?
Yeah.
Caitlin, if you were there every week, then I definitely ran into you.
Oh, I know we definitely saw each other. We had to have.
Like, I'm pretty sure there are probably pictures with us. Like you'll probably just see me.
I was always with
like.
I was always with Miss Cracker's assistant, Caitlin. We would just go together all the time.
Okay, yeah. So Definitely.
No.
Definitely.
I was there a lot. I was there for just like the major ones. I didn't go like every week, but definitely like any sort of like when they would choose the winners and stuff.
Yeah. No, I was definitely there every week. I chose, and I think I was there when Dusty won.
I was there for that.
For her. I think I was there when Sugar Cane won.
I was there.
For her.
That was a very controversial win, by the way.
Yeah, I don't remember voting for her, but I did. I was there like as one of the judges for 2 of the pageants at least.
I was there when the person that we shall not be named won too.
That's Terry Bottoms.
Oh, I was there when the Aquaria won. Duh, I forgot Aquaria won.
Oh shit, yeah.
I don't think I was there for that one.
I forgot about that, but she did win.
I don't think I was there for that one. Yeah.
Well,
I did crown her for Miss FIT though.
I know we're going to talk about that after the
and on that note, I think we should take a little break. And we'll
Yeah.
talk about your FIT days and getting into the podcast. Yeah, we'll be right back, kids. Bye.
Wig, okay. I know, wig. I feel that already. Wig, okay. Wig, did you just say wig? Wig, okay. I am ready for my wig to go flying.
Yeah.
I was like, did you get COVID from sucking dick? Girl,
Yeah.
I don't get COVID from sucking dick.
I want to get COVID from
I
sucking
can't
dick.
even breathe.
Do you remember when the CDC was just like sucking dick's fine, eating ass is fine,
Yeah, they said you had to
masturbating
use,
is fine.
yeah, you had to use a glory hole.
But no making out. No making
They
out.
said-
But you can suck
Yeah.
dick.
Is it face to face? No. Yeah.
Glory hole, yes.
Yes.
I still remember early pandemic. They were filming like porn still, and like it was like people in like full blown like hazmat.
Yes, there is definitely a video of 2 guys in hazmat suits that is floating around on XTube. I have to find this.
I'm obsessed. Oh my
I'm
god.
obsessed. I want to use it for a thumbnail for an episode.
Yes, you should.
I need
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Arg.
That destroyed me.
Leave it to the gays. Leave it to, if you're gonna be persecuted for your sexuality, bitch, you better have a good goddamn time.
Girl, this ain't our first pandemic. This ain't our first pandemic. We're
That's
fine.
correct.
We get
We
it.
got this.
That's correct.
We got this.
Oh my
We know how
god.
to do this.
It's so weird having the worst immune system in New York. Like,
Girl, you gotta like get that herd. Go out and hang out with some
Yeah.
cows.
I-
I don't know.
I don't know what else to like, because when I got the second time was more perplexing than this one or the first one, because like I was not leaving the house at all.
Oh, yeah, we still don't know how you got that one.
I have no idea. Like my best guess is like the bus. I don't know.
Could be.
Like, and we're back, kids.
We're back.
Oh.
We'll probably use some of that in our podcast.
Yeah, I think so. I
I
think it
know.
was fun. Yeah,
We had a
Um,
moment.
we did. But we're back. And
So, Miss Vicky, what is life like currently in Boston? Have you
It's
done
kind
any
of-
gigs out there?
I haven't yet.
Okay.
So I've been dealing with this like avalanche of bullshit
Oh no.
that has been my current circumstance in life.
Yeah.
So I on my way back to Boston after New Year's, I got into a car accident.
oh
And
shit.
my car, I'm fine. My boyfriend and I both are fine. So
Oh my
relax.
God.
But my car, she ain't so well. She ain't doing so
Oh.
well. I just got the news today that she might be totaled. So
Oh no.
Hopefully
but-
insurance covers it.
no. If I did, I would have to pay like $2,000 or something.
Oh
like
my
that. Like,
God.
yeah. But I have been going out to a few of the like bars around here.
Mhm.
I went to the Boston Drag Gauntlet and I was there like kind of reporting on it on the podcast every week.
Mm-hmm.
And a few weeks I went in drag and was, rightfully and correctly treated like the queen that I am. So, And I have done a night or two at Candy Bar here on Sundays. But I'm really trying to like get to know the girls a little bit more so that I can crack into that brunch gig, girl.
Yeah. Well, do you
Like,
know Phaedra Faded?
Phaedra Faded. I'm friends with her or I follow her on Insta.
Because she lives in Boston too. She does gigs
Oh,
everywhere.
really?
But like, yeah, no, she's currently in Boston. Like her brunch gig is like insane. It's always sold out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like I need to the kind of brunch gig you need tickets for.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
what
that's her gig. So
that,
I would
yeah.
definitely like recommend her, like reaching out to her. She's really nice.
Gonna send her a DM.
Literally
right now.
that. Yeah.
Do it, Ma.
Tell her
Do
her mom.
business.
Tell her mom Chiffon Dior is forcing her to be nice. I'm not Chiffon, but she'll know what that means.
Siobhan Dior told me to tell
Yeah.
you to hire me for brunch.
There you go. Literally that.
LOL.
Send.
Nice to make your acquaintance.
Chiffon's gonna be like, what? But it's true.
Oh my
always,
God.
always out to help a queen in need.
Exactly. Well, I think you briefly mentioned it in the first part of our interview with you. But you went to FIT or grad. How was your experience there? Like what have you been doing up since then?
FIT was a lot of fun, grueling, and the most work I've ever put into anything in my life. But since I've just been working in fashion,
Mhm.
like
I guess it worked out.
Yeah.
I mean it kind of worked out. Like they put you through it, but like it's kind of like being in a fraternity. Like once you make it through the hard part, you're kind of in for life. So
Mhm.
I have been working for a bunch of different brands as a designer. Not recently, but have been kind of freelancing for a couple of years now, especially over the last couple of years because of COVID, as just like a freelance illustrator. So I literally get paid to draw clothes all day, which is kind of cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, like I listen to podcasts and I draw pretty pictures. So
Oh yeah.
I get paid for it. And I started my own brand back in like 2014, where I made a couple of like custom pieces for a couple of girls in the city, and like even made some like custom like wardrobe pieces for like not non-performers, I'll call them, not regular people, non-performers. And I most recently was approached by SHEIN to do their designer incubator program. So, or designer collaborator program. I keep calling it an incubator when I'm fully developed. Thanks. I've been fully incubated. It's a designer collaborator program where they basically, so you remember back like a couple of years ago, SHEIN got into a lot of trouble for like knocking off designers off.
Oh,
of
I
Etsy and
remember.
shit,
Yep.
Yeah.
or like Instagram or whatever. So to combat that, to like kind of reverse that narrative, they are actually now going out to, they're contacting designers. So like if they see something online, or if they see like your resume or your portfolio or something, and they see something that they would normally have just hijacked and sold for themselves, they're now contacting the designers directly and having us design a collection for them. So I'm doing a capsule collection for SHEIN. It's going to be 11 pieces.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty expansive collection. And it was supposed to debut in March, but I think I got pushed up to February. So
Oh shit.
It'll be out by the time this podcast comes out.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be out soon. I don't know.
Please send us a link because I definitely would probably want to get something.
Yeah, I want to
Absolutely.
see it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all women's wear for right now. But if things go well and I'm invited back next season, I'm intending on doing both menswear and gender neutral stuff.
Yeah.
So that I can like get the full rainbow of everyone. Like,
Hell yeah.
it would be really amazing to like do a show and to just look out into the audience and see like everybody in your clothes. Like,
Yes.
low key a goal. Like,
Absolutely.
Yeah. I agree. Oh my god.
Just going back a little bit, what was it like winning Miss FIT 2014?
Winning Miss FIT was a lot of fun. It was strange because like I thought that I was at this fashion school and just another student just going to school like everybody else, and I didn't realize that I was like gaining fans by being in this like basically smaller version of Drag Race at our school.
And it is very intense. Like you need to have tickets for it. Like
Yeah,
it's a very big deal. It's not like some little college competition. It's like pretty legit.
well, it's the only like I think it's like the only school pageant thing that FIT does.
That makes sense.
Damn. Yeah.
And it brings near like every single time that I did it, sold out, completely sold out.
Oh yeah.
And every time that I've been back since to judge, completely sold out. And they pull in some like really big names. I think the year that I won, it was maybe Alyssa Edwards that was hosting. But they've had Bianca Del Rio and Aquaria, who I crowned as Miss FIT 2015, came back to perform one year. When I was judging, it was all like, it was so surreal to like be back in that space in drag with all of these people. But yeah, Miss FIT, it was a lot of work because like everything else at FIT, nobody really takes into account that you like have a life or other classes.
Yeah.
So, every class gives you homework. Like it is the only class that you have.
Yep.
And same thing with the pageant. The pageant was still going to be this like fully put together high production number. And you were going to have to do it. Like we had to learn choreography. We had to like make new garments, get our hair done. It was a whole lot of shit that we had to do, all while still taking classes. That was the crazy part. I think I was taking like 6 classes at the time. I don't know how I did that. And then managed to work in like rehearsals with my dancers because I had dancers for my number.
That's right.
As you do. Production ma.
And I still had to like rehearse the opening number and then like the closing sequence, and then there's like a whole lip sync for your life, and you have to learn that song. It's a lot.
Oh my goodness. It's a big deal.
Yeah. It is a big deal. They take it very seriously, and you get in like FIT's newsletter after that. Ooh. And like, I mean, like, yeah, you're in school then, but the people at FIT kind of go everywhere. Like I said, somebody from FIT was like the director of Luca or something. So like, crazy. If Luca ever needs a drag queen, hello, hi.
Ursula part 2.
If Aquaria's busy, you know where to find me.
Tima.
That's right.
Is Miss FIT just a drag competition or?
It is just a drag competition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. That's still,
like,
impressive. Yeah.
It's really good. And like,
it's a big deal.
It's a huge thing. And in recent years, I'm really happy to see how it's grown, because we had our first drag king perform or enter the competition last year and this was all, and they still did it all during COVID.
Damn.
So it was so funny judging Miss FIT last year, because all of the girls did their like digital drag videos, and then I had to like judge all of this and then legit get off of my laptop, set my phone up, and record my own digital drag video for one of Katrina's fucking drag videos. It was so stupid.
That's called being booked and blessed. Ma.
Yeah.
Like, look at you. Oh my God.
It's very only in like quarantine type of story.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh my God.
Truthfully, because normally I would be leaving this FIT to go to another gig.
Mhm.
And like,
Yeah.
why waste the drag, girl?
Exactly.
Absolutely not.
Don't
you
waste the face.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for anyone looking to go into fashion or design?
Don't do it. No.
I mean, it is
Yeah.
a very competitive field, so you wouldn't be wrong.
It's really competitive. The landscape is really changing. Even people who have been in fashion for a couple of years are trying to like navigate their way around it. And like a couple of my friends who I went to school with are even leaving the industry at this point. And I've only been out of school for like 7 years.
Yeah.
So it's crazy. But like if the thing is, if you're obsessed with fashion, if you're really interested and you're really into it, there's not a whole lot that you're going to be able to do to kind of take your mind off of it. So I say just go for it full force. And like if you're trying to go to FIT, then like get your portfolio together and girl, gird your loins, because she does not play around. Like you have to keep a certain GPA to stay in the school.
That's right.
And like if you don't, I have seen many girls ask to leave.
I've seen many drag queens drop out as well.
Oh yeah.
Many.
Oh yeah. I've seen girls who have gone to FIT to literally take sewing 101 and then drop out of school and never see them again.
Yep.
It's like,
Woof.
It happens a
Oh
lot.
my God.
yeah.
That hard? Damn.
Oh,
Damn,
it is.
bitches.
It's intense. I took tailoring and corsetry because those were like the areas of focus that I was really interested in. And just the supply list for that alone.
Oh my God.
Makes you want to blow your brains out. But then once you get into the classes and you're learning all of these like French dressmaking skills, and then they just keep piling shit on, you're just like, okay. Cried many
I
nights.
guess.
I'm sure you have to learn to work really fast too.
Yeah.
Shit.
But like I said, if you love it, then it just becomes a part of the gig, you know? Like you're not going to be able to not think about it. So just do it, girl, and do it to the best of your ability. But don't feel bad if you gotta suck it up and find something else to do.
I mean,
there's many girls in that fashion marketing class who started out as designers.
That's right.
Ooh.
Not wrong.
Yeah. Who are some of your favorite designers or people that we should keep an eye out
on? So I like Iris Van Herpen, and I'm like, I love old school like 90s stuff, like Dior by Galliano.
Oh my God. I went to the Dior exhibit. Oh, Galliano stuff was
jealous.
Just so good. Like Dior is such a specific look, and then Galliano came and just like exploded it, like
turned it all the way up. Yeah. I mean, and let us like pay homage to the now actual gods of fashion, Azadine Alaya and Mugler, and of course Andre Leon Talley, not a designer but a prolific voice in fashion. And who else? I like obviously McQueen. Did I just say McQueen? But yeah, you can. Oh, and Balmain.
Oh yes,
Lava. I could go on.
Yes.
Switching shifts completely.
I know there's no like weird like way to.
Yeah, there's no good transition.
Whatever.
Yeah, it's fine. We were a guest on your podcast. You were nominated for a Glam for your podcast, but how did the podcast come to be? Also, say the name of the podcast too for the children.
Yeah,
plug.
We might plug.
So I host the Shade Parade with my co-host Ari Kiki. It's the Shade Parade where we have all of the opinions and none of the facts. It was just really an excuse for Ari and I to hang out more. it started with us like sitting around a table and just literally having a conversation, just talking about like the stuff that happened in the news that day, or literally anything, like whatever we wanted to. But because we've been friends for so long, we just kind of have this like unique way of talking to each other that I personally think is fucking hilarious. So I thought that the rest of you should listen.
Hey,
Like the opposite of our podcast. We're like, we don't even want to talk to each other.
me and Caitlin actually are in a huge feud right now. We're only talking to keep the podcast running.
We're only talking if we have a third party present.
Yeah. It's
Yes,
usually my
they
lawyer.
They don't know behind the scenes. I only spoke to the lawyers.
So what are your thoughts on your co-hosts, Ari, Kiki, and DJ?
Well, Ari is living in her golden age right now. She's running around New York still at the ripe old age of her knees and just making it happen. I love her. She pushes me as much as I pushed her in drag. So we kind of like, it's not a competition. It's just like oh, so I'm hosting at this thing like every night this week. So like, what are you doing? Just like, well, I'm just gonna like continue to make dresses. And like, we just kind of like have this like friendly banter and friendly competition that continues. But she's family. She's the matriarch of the house of Villainess. That's Viki Villainess. And we I don't know, we have this friendship that's lasted like 10-11 years, and know her like the back of my hand. And I don't know, it's like having a conversation with your other self, the part of you that wouldn't say the kind of shit that she says to me, and I think I'm that person for her. So
I love it.
And DJ DJ was my neighbor's friend who used to crash on his couch all the time. Like technically didn't live there, but was like always there when I came to visit.
Like Kramer.
Yes, literally like a sitcom. Literally, like, the only thing that was different was I didn't come down the fire escape to visit them. Like every time I would come over, DJ would be there sitting on the couch, usually on his computer doing something. And when we started the podcast, he like randomly showed up at my apartment once because we used to record it from my apartment in Harlem all the time. And he, I think, listened to an episode and was like, so y'all need help. And I mean technical help.
Yeah.
So he set us up with some microphones. Eventually we got sound effects and a theme song.
It's so good.
Artwork came behind it. It was just like the whole podcast kind of like formed after the three of us got together.
Yeah. And
like we just naturally threw ideas around. And here we are 197 episodes later.
That's
I think.
So crazy.
I can't believe
Jesus Christ,
it.
yeah.
I cannot believe it.
That's gonna take us like 10 years to hit that many.
Yeah.
We're up to
Caitlin thinks we're
what?
both going to be alive by then.
Well, not while you get COVID for the 50th time.
You know.
The next variant.
But that friendship's really cute, and it was a joy to be on your podcast too. It was really fun. But
well, it was really fun having you guys on.
Yeah.
We definitely had a kiki that episode.
Yeah, we did.
It was a lot of people in one room.
It was a lot of people in one room, but I think on the podcast it sounded pretty natural.
I liked it.
Yeah.
I think it was. It's like a different when you have podcasters on, because our next couple of episodes we're gonna get a lot of the Glam Award people coming onto our show. I feel like there's like a comfortable like level when you're all doing the same thing, like you kind of know how to approach it.
Everybody kind of has their own way of doing podcasts, but everybody gets to point B eventually. So
Yeah.
like we all should kind of know how to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know for me, I'm very shy when it comes to like talking to new people. But like I opened up with y'all like really quickly because you just have this like back and forth banter like really good, and it was like inviting. So yeah.
I was just here for the sound effects because they were hilarious.
Oh yeah.
That's all DJ.
I really need
I was
we
just
need to
like,
get on that.
because like I used to listen to a lot of podcasts and they would have sound effects, and I always thought those were funny. And then like to be in a podcast while it's happening, I was like, oh, this is awesome. It's like a real podcast, not like this thing.
Not this one. This is just a glorified Zoom call, kids.
Yeah, literally it's just Zoom now. We used to do it in person, but now it's just Zoom calls.
Yeah, we used to do our podcast in person too. But such is life.
Yep.
I haven't seen Caitlin in a room since 2017.
Okay.
Oh no.
You saw my evil twin then.
Yeah, that's true. So you and Ari always like end your podcast talking about like pop culture stuff. Where did your pop and culture obsession like come from, and like what are some of your like pop culture influences?
I think being just like a child of the 90s and being like I think I was a drag queen this whole time. I only just figured it out once I got to New York. But even as a kid, I would consume media like the best way that I could. Like I remember like way back in the day getting like VHS tapes to record like award shows, or like there was this show called TRL Live.
Oh, I know it.
Oh, yeah.
I was there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would record episodes to learn the choreography of whatever pop video was out at the time.
Yep.
Or like would stay up late to watch episodes of like Entertainment Tonight or something. And like always just kind of found myself just infatuated by like other people's stories. But I guess when Wendy Williams came on TV, like she had a radio show before, but like when she got on TV, that's when I was just like, okay, now it's time to sit down and really pay attention to the topics.
How are you doing, indeed?
I can relate a lot because I'm a pop culture junkie myself too.
And the thing is, a lot of that like pop culture stuff just ends up in mixes. It ends up in a lot of my drag stuff. Like I have a whole mix that has like, I just have like a scary movie mix where it's just me being Brenda Meeks for 2 minutes. Like obsessed.
Yes. Do you have a favorite celebrity? Or like someone you follow like exclusively?
Religiously?
Yeah.
Not really. Really. I mean, obviously any of the pop girls I stop and pay attention to. Any of the Beyoncé's, Rihanna's of the world I pay attention to, obviously. But I don't have an obsession with one more than the other. Like I don't know. I'm so inspired by everybody's story, and for me it comes in different forms because like not only am I inspired by aesthetics and like what you look like, but I also really like pop music, and I also like movies, and I also like a bunch of other shit. So like when all that stuff kind of comes together, I can't pick just one celebrity that I'm like obsessed with. I'm like, oh my god, did you see the new Charlie XTX video? And like, you know that Rita Sawayama is in it, and like everybody's like, no girl, no one's seen any of this. And I'm like, well, let me show you. Like that's me.
That's good. Someone's got to lead the way.
Yourself.
Exactly. Oh my god. I don't really buy into stan culture, but I am a little monster at heart, unfortunately. And watching watching the Lady Gaga memes right now with the Oscar noms.
Yeah.
The press tour.
It's my favorite. I think she's absolutely crazy, and I'm
I
obsessed
think
with
she's
it.
out of her mind because the thing is, after she went on this tour with Bradley Cooper for A Star Is Born, like she already knows that these interviews are being recorded and like compiled and played like back to back of her saying the same thing. Like she knows this. And yet she still does this thing where she goes and tells the same story with the same inflection every single time. She's fucking nuts.
I love
Obsessed. And on that note, I think we should take another break. And we'll be right back, kids, for our usual little wrap up. But stay tuned. Bye.
Wig, okay. I know, wig. I feel that already. Wig, okay. Wig, did you just say wig? Wig, okay. I am ready for my wig.
Hi, kids. Welcome back.
We're back.
We're back. We just had a lovely conversation about the Janet Jackson documentary, which you should check out. Viki's review on her podcast. Do you remember what episode that was?
It was the most recent one, 194.
194. So go get those opinions there.
Episode 194. Jada, stop with Jada Valenciaga.
Oh my god. Yes. Well, one of our usual last questions is one of my least favorite, but I love asking it anyway.
Well, there's a twist on it. You didn't.
There is a twist on it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm excited about it this time. Do you ever think you would want to be on Drag Race, Dragula, or Project Runway?
So I would go on Drag Race, obviously not win, but be selected as a part of the pantheon of girls who can come back for All Stars.
There you
Then
go.
go on Dragula, because if J. Jolie can do it, I can do it better. Then, after not winning that, I would then go on Project Runway because the cash prize is more than both of those shows combined.
Oh, what is it now?
It's $250,000.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. I did not know that.
Yeah, and like a full like sewing lab.
Oh.
So like you have all of your machines, a place to work, and $250,000 to start. And on top of that, you have like a mentorship with the CFDA.
Damn.
Shit, bitch.
That's a real
Okay.
prize. All these
Yeah,
girls
there
are
you
going
go.
on the wrong show.
Everyone's going on the wrong show, and
They're all
now they're
going on
letting
the wrong.
designers who like I really feel like these drag designers need to go on Project Runway.
Well,
Like,
there's been at least one. Who
yeah.
also did drag looks.
Marco did Next in Fashion.
Yeah, I
wanna
think Marco
say.
did that.
I think it was Next in Fashion.
Yeah.
Shit.
But yeah, girls. Oh, and then after I either win or lose Project Runway, I would then go on to that show that Tim and Heidi are hosting,
Yeah.
Making the Cut, where you win $1 million. So
What? You bid
Yeah.
$1 million? That's some Amazon
$1
money.
million.
That's why.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's Amazon money.
Wow.
That's why.
Mhm. Shit.
Damn.
Yes.
I need
follow
to
the breadcrumbs.
I need to take a lesson from you and go Drag Race, Dragula, and then Queen of the Universe. Why not? Fuck it.
Yeah, I think Queen of the Universe is more money than
Yeah.
Drag Racers.
Yeah.
Was it $1 million?
that's-
or no?
No, it's
250.
uh,
I think.
Yeah, it's 250.
250.
Bitch,
They
yeah,
weren't on
it's-
BBC for that.
bitch, nom 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 nom, la la la. Let her start singing.
Yeah,
Bitch, warm up
let
these
me- let
vocal
me
cords,
tune-
bitch.
Let me tune my voice, baby. Let me.
Okay.
Oh
You
my
get that
God.
little kazoo. It's like, ah.
You go on that, and then you can win the best glam for Door Goddess after.
Oh my God, seriously.
Stop,
Literally.
Caitlin.
I'm serious. I was there. I saw it.
Oh my God, that was we're talking about the lovely Novazar, who was our New York rep, and also won Door Goddess at the Glam.
She won something.
She did win something. Good for her. Yeah.
Ari drags her so hard on our show, and
Oh,
I just
shit.
have to be just have to say, I think she tries really hard. I just think she tries really hard. That's all.
Well, no, but you have an open invitation to come here anytime. Bring your glam award.
Oh my God.
At least I can see what
Anyways.
one looks like in person.
That's right.
Right.
I literally I stole Reefies, and that was my glam award for the night.
As you should.
As I should.
We won, Caitlin. We won.
That was us last year when we lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Last year we weren't expecting it. This year we were totally expecting it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
You knew.
maybe because they've been nominated already, they won't be in the running this year. So
Highly suspicious.
or maybe Lady Bunny will die, and we'll have an actual chance of winning.
Wait, you're
something.
saying she hasn't yet?
She'll die and come
The
back and record
smell.
another podcast
Yeah.
from hell.
She'll just have someone read her Facebook page from the grave.
See.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not mad that Bunny won. I'm mad that a girl that didn't live in New York
Yep.
won.
Well, didn't sibling rivalry win last year?
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
neither one of them lived
I
in New
know.
York at the time.
I was
Yeah.
so mad about that.
Yeah, like
Well, there
they
were
both
certain
went-
people who said they lived in New York who were nominated for a lot of things, and they did not currently live in New York either. So
They did
Yeah.
not live in New York, girl.
Nope.
They didn't even fucking show up.
Yeah.
exactly.
I don't know.
I'm
Keep
not
it
bitter.
local, girls. I'm not
I
bitter
don't-
either. Just like keep
I
it
want. I
local.
just want to be nominated. I don't care about anything.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean, if having a glam nomination brought you to this episode, then thank you.
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
and if from this episode you'd like to listen to the hundreds of episodes that we have of the Shea Parade, thank you also. Ad revenue.
There you go. We love plugging. We love plugging.
Well,
here.
that actually goes right into the next.
Yes, it does.
It
Go for it.
does. So what else do you have to promote that's coming up your way? This will be airing in March-ish. Yeah,
Yeah.
March sometime.
Well, you can go to SHEIN.com and you can buy my collection.
Hell yeah.
You can follow the Shea Parade at Shea Parade Pod on both Instagram and Twitter, where you can join in on our question of the week. Every week we ask a random crazy question that has to do with the flaming topics from the week before. And we just want to hear your opinion. And it's a great way to get in touch with our audience. So slide into my DMs. And what else do I have going on? I am trying to gig around Boston and find a nice sugar daddy who will pay for my costumes and wigs. Yeah, those are mostly like the two places that you can find me, or the things that I'm looking forward to right now. I'm very like, once this collection gets out, she'll be free to do other things.
Yeah.
But mama, whew, right now she's
Mhm.
up to her eyeballs in fabric swatches and sewing details.
Oh boy.
I mean, we love to see you book new lists, but we
Yeah.
don't love the stress.
I don't love the stress.
We don't
Also,
love the
I
stress.
just answered one of the questions of the week.
Oh,
So
you did.
I did.
Yeah. We'll definitely read it on the air.
It was a very dumb answer. So you're
Oh, we
welcome.
love those. We love those. We read those the loudest.
It was the dumbest, but that's okay.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
So what is the best advice you've been given about doing drag?
The best advice that I've been given about doing drag is to not do it for the money or don't do it to get famous.
Yeah.
Like if you love it, just do it because it's fun or because you have something to say or you love performing, or even if you just love dressing up and standing in the corner, just do it because you love it. And the money will come, because if people love doing nothing else, they love giving a drag queen money. So just do it because you love it.
That's good advice.
Yeah, that's good advice. I feel like we're in an age where all the girls just kind of do drag to get on Drag Race.
I agree.
Yes.
Mhm.
Very much.
I'm not saying there's certain contestants on there currently, Maddie.
Oh, girl. So how do you feel about Maddie Morphosis?
We talked about this previously on the pod, but
Did
I
we?
don't think. Yeah, we did.
On
for the
ours?
Yeah, on the
Oh,
wrap
okay.
up.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're right. We did.
Yeah. I don't have a problem with a straight person doing drag. I just that watching the show, Maddie's drag is very uninspired. It's very like
basic.
yeah, it's
I
weird.
like some of her looks though. I like the
Her
cloud
looks are
look.
very yeah,
And
but
I
that was
like the headless one.
both of which were very control C, control V, you know, like
Yeah.
that headless look. If you literally type in Google headless Marie Antoinette, you will find Maddie Morphosis and like all of her other drag inspirations.
Yeah. Although my favorite thing was, and I will give her props for this, everyone was reading her for wearing flats on the main stage when that look, but that bitch was doing a duck walk the entire time because she was on her knees or like to get that height basically. I was like, okay, I can give you props for that. That sounds fucking excruciating. So good for you. I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could do that in heels, but
not impressed.
Oh my god, not this.
I personally like Maddie because she comments on my memes for work.com. So thank you, Maddie.
There you go. There you go. I
It's
believe
your
it's
turn.
my turn.
Yeah.
Oh my god, love this question, Miss Viki. Can you give us a tantalizing tale of scandal, inquiry, or intrigue? Something mysterious, something dramatic, something life-changing that's happened in nightlife that you need to tell everyone in the world. Something gaggy. Give us something good. Give us something crazy.
Okay, so I have like maybe two or okay, so I used to give myself an abortion on stage where I had like a fetus and an umbilical cord and a hanger that were like attached to it was a lot. I had to stop doing the number because like it just got a little out of hand. I would like, you know, at Stonewall how the stage has those stairs.
Yep.
You see where I'm going with this.
Yes, I do. I do.
Yeah. So yeah, I had to like retire the number because it just got way too physical. The baby would fly out and I would like punt it into the audience, but the bungee of the umbilical cord would like snap back and it almost hit me in the face.
Oh my God.
Like I had to retire the number. But there was that. There was also the time that I found out that Aquaria was like 19 trying to get into the club or getting into the clubs, and I like not in so many words, like kind of ratted her out a little.
Oh shit. That was you?
Like not intentionally. I was like asking around and she like DM'd me personally and she's like, bitch, what's wrong with you? We don't have a problem, do we? And I was like, ah.
Oh.
I was like, no, girl, we're good. My bad. I was just curious.
I remember those days.
I'm still in those days.
Yeah. And there was also one night at Stonewall where it was after an invasion, and me, Charmaine Ultra, Ari Kiki, I want to say Jada was there. Maybe, I don't know. We had all been drinking. It was at the end of the show. I can't really tell you who was actually still there, but there's a picture that is like actually on my Facebook. There was this guy who came into the bar, and this is at the end of the night, so it's just the queens and maybe a few other patrons that are there. He comes upstairs and he sits at the end of the bar and he's like ordering a drink. And, you know, we're at the other end of the bar, like kikiing, having a good time, whatever. And he like slides over and like taps Charmaine on the shoulder and he goes, "Can I suck your toes?" And we all stop and we're like, yeah, sure. So she proceeds to pop off her shoe and takes her bare drag foot and puts it in this man's mouth.
Oh my God.
He kneels down at the bar and like is like not just putting, it's not like a delicate like licking of the toes or like kissing of just like the tops of the feet. He is literally like stuffing the like front knuckles of her toes down his throat.
Oh my God.
And drunk me was like, well, I don't want to be left out of this. I, in my ratted, gutted tights, pretend to take off my pump. And there's in this photo, you can definitely see that like the tights have seen better days. He like puts my entire Muppet foot in his mouth. And Charmaine like puts her leg over my leg. And I don't know who took this picture, but like the picture's so close, he has like gremlin eyes. It was beautiful. It was really great. He then got off of his knees and was like, my mouth is dry, I need a drink. And we all turned around and was like, that sucks, sorry for you. Bye. Last call.
Oh my God. I think that was our first foot story.
That's one of my favorites, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was unexpected.
If you've ever performed, and the thing is, if you've ever performed in drag or gone home with a drag queen at the end of the night, you know that anything that is concealed in those tights and in those pumps is not savory. It is not worth like,
No.
But she did it.
Good for her. Damn.
He went home happy, I'm sure.
I mean, he got his fantasy.
Oh,
More ways than one.
I need a drink after that story.
We're
Jesus
kind of
Christ.
speechless right now. We're like,
yeah, right.
I love it.
The gag girl. Oh my God. I couldn't imagine someone putting my foot in their mouth at this moment. So I'm just like, not after drag either. I'm
not
like,
after doing a full 2-hour show, ma'am. Are you okay?
Nope.
No wonder he had like parched mouth at the end of the night. Oh, girl.
His throat probably closed up. Like,
Definitely.
No.
100%.
Oh my God.
COVID.
Yeah, exactly.
Caitlin, take us out.
Oh God.
You thought it was from a bat. You thought it was from eating a bat. It actually turns out it was from eating web drag queen feet.
I believe it.
I feel like that's more believable. To be honest.
It did show up in New York a lot sooner than anywhere else. I'm just saying.
Okay, let me ask this last question. before I die. Okay, where do you want to take your drag in the future?
I want to be like a little more edgy. I want to like kind of get rid of the tights and the breastplate and the padding and everything and like celebrate the natural body, but it's drag. Like literally everything is fake. So why not? But I do want to have a little more like maybe 2 drag bodies, the like fully va-va-voom hourglass figure, and then a little more like svelte model body. So I'm like experimenting a lot with transparency. Actually, my look that I'd finished for the glams that I'm looking at right now is completely see-through, but like very like strategically placed little bits over the naughty bits or the, you know, the unmentionables. And yeah, I just want to continue to be the baddest bitch in the block, you know?
Yes, bitch. I see that for you. It's been such a pleasure having you on.
This has been so much fun.
I'm so glad to hear that. You've been a joy to have. Where can the kids find you on the internet?
So if you want to go to Insta, you can find me at I Hate Viki Villainess. That's VIKI Villainess. You have to shake your fist when you say it. And I'm on Twitter at Viki Villainess. I am on Facebook at Viki Villainess, but like, girl, I never use it.
She's on the outs. Who does? Who
I
uses
I
Facebook?
can't.
I just use
Yeah.
it to promote the episodes, and that's it.
Yeah.
Same, literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
And like I said, if you want to listen to the Shade Parade, that's my only weekly gig.
Hopefully things will change.
Hopefully.
If you want.
I
something.
only get booked there every week because I'm booking myself. So
That's right. Same thing.
T.
We know all about it over here.
Yeah.
You can find us on Instagram and Twitter at Shade Parade Pod. You can check out our website, shadeparadepod.com. And if you want to listen to the podcast, you can find the Shade Parade on literally any platform. I think we are actually everywhere at this point. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Apple Music, and our website. So
Ooh.
if you don't have any of those services, just go on over to the site, girl.
Yeah. Everybody got Wi-Fi or something. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, how are they listening to this?
Right. I
We're
really hope
beaming it
someone.
directly into their brains.
I hope so, girl. You know what? I'm working on that. That's our next venture, Caitlin.
We won't have NFTs. We'll have that.
Yeah. Well. Oh my god. This episode is now an NFT. Let's be.
We should do that.
No, absolutely not. Well, on that note, thank you so much for coming on our podcast.
Thank
You've been an
you.
absolute delight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Of course, anytime. I'm sure we'll have you back sometime soon.
Yeah,
and we'd
why
love to
not?
be guests on yours
Yeah,
as well.
bring us
again.
back.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. We'll do it. And now that the audience knows you, we'll do a full hour of flaming topics, and it'll just be
Yeah.
us talking shit.
That's what I want.
I love I want to shit talk. Oh
Yeah,
my god.
we love that.
Anyways, I was Martyr,
I would see Tepper.
and this was Wigging. Bye,
Every time.
kids.
Bye.
See you in April. Bye.
No. This is the first
Bye.
episode of March.
Is it?
Yes.
Mm.
Girl.
Right.
All right, bye.
I'm C Tepper. You can follow me on Instagram at CTEPPER and read my book, The State of Drag, where I interviewed 175 drag queens from around the world. All proceeds go to charity on Amazon.com.
Ooh, I love that. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Drag the Martyr. And if you have any thoughts, comments, dick pics, send them to dragthemartyr@gmail.com.
Listen, rate, and review us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Pandora.
And catch up with past episodes on WERRRK.com. That's WERRRK.com. Artwork for Wigging Out was provided by Glitter Baby Online. That's Glitter Baby Online. Thank you.